the country at least 70%. 70%. So they're trying to find ways to achieve their goals.
Going back to history, that's where the discrimination of cannabis came from.
Yes.
Because a lot of Mexicans was bringing hemp to the U.S. They used to make cloth, plastic, clothes, even biodiesel.
They should know the metes and bounds. They should have their deeds. They should know where to get this information.
And when Nasri speaks about, that we're already behind the education system, there are some schools that they were moving in a good direction.
How can we mold boys into good men? Society in crisis.
That's the game with the road. We probably now with bloody politicians we play that game there and think everybody fool. Tell everybody what they do, and if you get money, share it with me now. Share it. But
You think they understand?
most of them don't even know where they go on. That's the game with the road. We probably now with bloody politicians.
Society in crisis.
So they're trying to find ways to achieve their goals.
Looking for the ultimate sea view getaway? Then Sea Belize Vacation Rentals and Tours, located at 5 miles Philip Boson Highway near the Halover Bridge, is your perfect sea view getaway. Come relax in one of our beautiful air-conditioned sea view apartment, studios, sea view rooms, or suites, all with flat screen television, hot and cold bath, and unlimited access to a spacious and refreshing 40 by 16 foot pool with 6 to 4 feet depth. So you can enjoy that fun and refreshing dive or dip in the pool. We sell ice cold drinks so you can relax and unwind on our overwater or poolside decks. Contact us at 501-615-4485, 65 or 67. Looking for the ultimate sea view getaway?
Good night, good night, good night. Good night and welcome to another episode of the Zenaida Moya show. We are smack at 7 o'clock. So for those of you who want to ensure that you share the link, try and share the link so that we can get those individuals who normally share their comments and so forth. No, I want to say that tonight we are broadcasting. Of course, I'm just sharing the link on one key. All right, yeah. So tonight we're broadcasting live as usual, and it's going to be a very important show. We're all over the country on Maximum Radio and Max Television, and of course we're on all their social media and other TV channels, TV and radio channels, including DigiTV, MITV, MaxGen, a whole list of them. So just know that we're on there. And of course, I want to say a warm welcome to all those viewers who faithfully watch every week on the Zenaida Moya Show channels as well. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn. Let me make sure I'm connected to Facebook so that at least I can read your comments, because sometimes when you make comments, I can't read it. As a matter of fact, even YouTube, I need to start going on YouTube because people go on there and I'm not able. I don't really read from YouTube and so forth. But I need to start, but there's only so much I can do. All right, so at least I have this here and I can start to see. Tonight, I have this here simply because there's quite a bit that I will be discussing. I'm going to make sure that the show stays within 1 hour though. So as much as it's a very important show, I want you to know that we're going to stay within the 1 hour. Now, the first thing I want to say, why did I choose this topic? It's simply because I have seen so many persons dying of cancer, getting cancer, some have beat it. And it's, man, every time you hear somebody, having to deal with this dreaded disease. And it has really impacted lives, much so that the cancer walk is a huge, huge walk in Belize. And of course, we have the other walks. We have the diabetes walk, lupus, and I'm sure there's others. But these particular diseases, the lupus is related. And I want to say, though, that for a long while, there has been just certain things told to the majority of us. And one of the main things that have been told to us is, that we get cancer because of. I want you to queue up and ensure that you have that CNN. It's a short little news clip. It's a minute. But just so you understand that for forever, all we've heard about cancer is to look at our weight. And I'm glad that they bring that up, because it is a big deal. But they're going to look at just certain things, but they will not say what I will bring forward afterwards. And it's not me, I'm just bringing what has been withheld from everybody, like from so many people, So I want to go ahead, and Kelvin, whenever Kelvin is in studio, and of course I want to say a pleasant good night to Mr. Ben Ruiz and Mr. Michael Salazar, in Maximum Radio and Television Studios. I want to say a pleasant good night to you guys and the entire team. Charlie Gongara, good night. Rachel Ann Balderramos, good night. Kelvin, she says good night to you. So go right ahead and look at this, and you're going to see what they speak about. Exactly, Steve. Exactly, Henry. Cancer is dangerous. And go right now. I want you to look at this video. Why? Because this is all we hear about, that this is the cause. And as I said, I fully understand that overweight and all that plays a huge role. It does, because I'm going to show you how many cancers it has a direct effect towards. But it's not only these. We have a lot more cancer, and we need to know what it is that we're looking at. Ramon Hernan Castellanos, good night. Go right ahead. All right?
New research suggests that almost half of cancer deaths are linked to risk factors that are preventable. Things like smoking, heavy drinking, being overweight. They were responsible for millions of cancer-related deaths in 2019. Here now, CNN health reporter Jacqueline Howard. Jacqueline, what have you learned here?
John, I can tell you this new research really puts in perspective how these risk factors have major impacts on our health, especially when it comes to cancer. So let's break this all down. This new study looked at data from the year 2019. That's the most recent year for which data were available. And it found that 44.4% of all cancer deaths globally were attributable to preventable risk factors. So that represents more than 4 million deaths, as you see here on the screen. And these risk factors, the three leading risk factors according to this study for both men and women combined, were smoking, excessive alcohol use, and high BMI. That's having a high body mass index, so being overweight or obese. So John, again, this really puts in perspective how taking care of ourselves can come a long way. Eating right, exercise, not smoking, and watching how much you drink. John?
Make good choices. Jacqueline Howard, thank you very much.